What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Quantum Ascend. Yesterday, I tweeted out, you guys picked the next altcoin video, over 1,000 votes, and SNEK had almost 52% of it. Damn. So there you go. That's what we're going to look at today is SNEK. So this is the macro. It's a 1 week chart. If we're looking at these wave counts early on, you see the 1, 2, and a lot of alts have done this, right? Big first wave, second wave coming back down near these lows. But you have that there up to a 3, a 4, and a 5. And right now, settling down in a little bit more of a complex pattern. But the area we're getting down to is an interesting level. Down here into this fourth wave, right? Top of 3 there, bottom 4 here. This is the fourth wave. Price action dips below into this level. Now, typically we see this when we invert the scale. Typically, we see this when we're crashing. This is a retracement that comes out of here. Could go a little bit deeper, depends on what the market's going to be doing right now. But come back down. We're in this level, already in this fourth wave. Oftentimes, what ends up happening is it gets up into that area. Where are we at? Gets up into this area and boom, comes down here. That's a wave 6. This is a wave 7. That's typically how it works on a crash. Well, thing is, this isn't a crash, this is a rise, right? So these patterns work the same way in inverse. I do expect one more high to come out of here for SNEK. So if you take a look at some of these ranges, that wave 1 to 2 already closed it out up here. That third wave smacked the 1618 right here, settled back down into the retracements, went on a full run. That level's closed. What about the third to fourth wave? Come on, give me that right here. Third to fourth wave exceeded that. 4236 extension completely gone. So what we have now is one more range that needs to be closed out. The high there on 5 and this current low right here. Obviously, we would have to adjust if this ends up going a little bit lower, but for the time being, we'll say that that's the low. Well, what are we looking at? Another full extension of that, which is the most upside I would see coming out of this right now, is up here at like 3.6 cents. That should be green for money, baby. 3.6 cents up there. All right. That last local high up there at 0.009, just shy of a penny. The other thing we need to do to take a look at some projections is we want to take this last drawdown here and look for some confluence levels. Not a whole lot, but right there you can see at 2 cents. That's a full extension of this last drop in an area we could definitely see resistance, especially with the 2618 just sitting up above it. So looking at SNEK right now with where we're at, guys, my conservative for this would probably be right up here on the 1.618 and that 2618. My conservative target is going to be up here in this level, like just shy of 1.5 cents. All right. And then base looking at 2 cents, blow off looking at 3.6 cents. That's how I would be playing this right now. The other thing too, just on the shorter time frame that we need to be paying attention to is we have the bottom of wave 2 right there. Let me make sure I get all these connected. The bottom of wave 4 right here. There's going to be some resistance on that coming back up. You can see that the second we broke below that, boom, we took a pretty big hit, right? So going to want to be paying attention to that as we move up as well, especially within these retracement levels. Wherever that ends up being, you're going to get some resistance. But again, we're here for the macro zoomed out. And if we're only looking at 3 waves left, guys, right, for alt season right now, then this thing's there's a good chance it moves more in like an ABC type fashion, right? Unless it ends up going on its own type of count, predominantly you're going to see 3 pretty big waves. And you can't even see them with how fast it moved in here, right? We'd have to break it down to daily charts. So for SNEK, guys, that's what I'm looking at conservatively. 1.5. My primary is up there at 2 cents. Blow off. Looking at 3.6 cents for SNEK. So again, we used a couple different things here. Had to use fibs. We used Elliott waves. We used trend lines. We used alternative counts. A lot of different ways to evaluate these coins, guys. That's exactly why I created the Quantum Circle. Real-time trades, access to my portfolio, 2 macro videos a day, a Discord channel, and I teach you how to do TA just like this. Link to that in my bio. If not, super appreciative you guys are here. If you can follow, like, repost, want to get this out to as many people as I can before it's too late. So hope everyone's having a wonderful day, and I'll catch you in the next one.